What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp, and today we're going to be talking about the best way to color your rifle. Might be a little weird name, but I'll get right into it after the intro rolls, so let's get to it. So, like I said before the intro, we're going to be talking about the best way to color your rifle, or camouflage your rifle, however you really want to say it. But basically, turn your rifle in from the black rifle that you bought into something with some character. So, like this one right here with the American flag on it, or this green and brown one, but you probably can't really see the green and brown, or this flat dark earth one right here. A lot of people want to personalize their rifles. A lot of people want to change the color of their rifles, but there's 1,000 different options, and they can be a little overwhelming. It can be a little scary considering you're about to do something to your rifle that's, I wouldn't say it's irreversible, but I mean, it's pretty much irreversible. I mean, there's some things you can do, but for the most part, it's going to stay on there. So you need to really choose what you want to do wisely, depending on your budget, what you're going to be using the rifle for, or the pistol for, depending on what it is, and how much time you want to spend on it. So there's a few options that I've done personally, and we'll talk about those. There's also some other options out there that you can do and use that aren't necessarily that I've tried, but they're out there, and I want to give them to you. So let's start out. We'll start from the beginning. We'll start the cheapest and probably the easiest way to go, and that would be spray painting. So I just released a video, and that kind of sparked this video's idea on how to spray paint your rifle. And this is the first time I've ever spray painted my rifle. It took a lot of guts to do, because I mean, you're spray painting one of your rifles. So what I did was I waited until I had a build that I was willing to sacrifice some wear and tear on. And then I went with it and decided to spray paint the 7.62 by 39 pistol right here. And I can honestly say I'm very happy with it. The spray paint went on very well. It was real easy, very inexpensive. The spray paint cost me like 15 bucks. The bag cost me $2, the mesh bag, and everything else super simple. So in terms of cost effectiveness, spray painting is really the way to go. Now, if you want something looks more professional, probably not the best unless you really take some time with it. I think spray painting this turned out a lot better than I was expecting, which I'm very happy with, but you can still tell it wasn't professionally done. I mean, there's some spots that I messed up on, just spots that just didn't go on as well, and it's already, like you can see, it's scratched in places from where I've dinged it already. It's starting to wear a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, I expected that. That's something you got to be aware of when you're going into this, and spray paint will wear. So that's one thing you should consider, is it's going to wear, and it'll wear a little bit faster than some of the other options out there. Okay, so one of the things, if you don't want to spray paint, you can Cerakote. And I think Cerakote's more of an involved process than just spray painting. I think there's some heat treatment involved in Cerakoting. And you might have to get a professional to do that. So, I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't looked into Cerakoting that much. I had a buddy that Cerakoted his rifle, and it looked pretty good, but he kind of just grazed over the specifics of it, and I didn't find it too, I guess, attractive to do. So I went with spray paint. Okay, so that's kind of like your most budget option. You're not getting that great of quality, but you are getting to customize your rifle for hardly any money. Option number 2 is a vinyl wrap. So we have this American flag rifle right here. This is a gun skin. I also did a video on this one on my channel. This gun skin cost about $65, and it is a vinyl wrap. It does look very good, but it is a little bit more expensive. Okay, you have to do it yourself, which takes a little bit of time. I ain't gonna lie, it does take a little bit of time and a little time consuming, and the texture of the vinyl wrap, I wouldn't say is my favorite. With the spray paint, you don't have to spray paint your grip and your stock and your stuff, and you don't have to do that for your vinyl wrap either, which, looking back on it, I don't think I would. I think I'd get some black furniture and just do like the solely metal parts in the vinyl wrap, me personally. But the rifle does look good. There's like a defined like American flag pattern. You can't paint this unless you're really talented on something like your own receiver. And it's still $65. And it's pretty durable. Not gonna lie, this stuff is tough. I haven't been able to scratch it. And this is reversible, so you can remove this thing with a little bit of heat. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I will or if I'll just keep the gun skin on it. But if you're looking for like a very defined pattern for about $65 and you're looking for some quality stuff, gun skin's the way to go. But like I said, it takes a little bit of time, and I'm personally not a huge fan of how it feels in the grips, but you can easily change that. Okay, so that's the vinyl wrap option, and then my third and kind of final thing is a Cerakote. So this one right here, this is my Diamondback this is not the 6.5, this is the 5.56. I got a 6.5 that's Cerakoted as well. And Cerakote's, honestly, if you got the money for it, the way to go. This Diamondback and the other Diamondback I have came Cerakoted from the factory, and honestly, it looks really good. The finish remains very, very, I guess, durable. It doesn't look like it was spray painted, so like you can definitely tell a finish difference in the two. This one looks like it's meant to be flat dark earth, as this one you can tell it was spray painted. And that's just part of it. You can get your guns professionally Cerakoted, and they are a tad bit more expensive. I know there is a place close by to me that does Ceracoatings, and they're $300-400 depending on what you want, depending on how fancy you want it, depending on if you want the upper completely done and lower done, just depending on what it is. Cerakoting can get very, very expensive, but it does make your rifle look very good. It doesn't feel like spray paint, it just feels like the rifle. You can tell when you're filling this 7.62 by 39 pistol, when you're filling the metal, it feels a little weird. It doesn't feel like your everyday rifle, whereas the Cerakote, it just feels like the rifle. I mean, it's just the process that is involved with the Cerakote, and I mean, it is what it is. The Cerakote's just a nicer, more professional looking paint job, I guess is the best way to put it. So if you're really wanting to spend the money and send your rifle off and give it to somebody that does Cerakotes professionally, then I would say go for it. But it is more expensive. So those are really, in my opinion, the only three options. I'm sure there's some other stuff on the lines of like spray painting or on the lines of Cerakoting, but for the most part, that is what it is. If I missed one, please leave it in the comment section. I don't think any of them is better or worse than the other one. If I could do all mine and had unlimited money, I would have them all Cerakoted, but I don't have unlimited money, so I can't have them all Cerakoted. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.